What's going on, family? And welcome back to Unnecessary Roughness, man. Tonight we're doing a reaction to several things, but we're gonna start off with the Natty IU winning the national championship, man. It was a great game, but we stand on business. We said IU would win that game, and we stood down. We had some Miami smoke come in the comments. They was telling us to keep that same energy. We was willing to keep that same energy, and I knew IU was gonna win that game, like I predicted on Thursday. Me and King David predicted on Thursday. It was just for one, they just seemed like the better team. Don't get it twisted. Miami was front four was getting at them, and statistically, Miami had the stats, but IU wanted it more, and that's when it comes down to saying it don't matter the size of the dog in the fight. It mattered the fight in the dog, man. And so IU pulled it out. So congratulations to him, man. And big ups to Coach Cincinnati and the boys did their thing, man. So what you think on that, King David?
Yeah, definitely congratulations to IU, man. And yeah, we did predict it. And like I said, Miami was a good team. Miami might have been the most complete team and maybe the better team, but Indiana was just the hottest team, man. They was hot at that moment. Like I said, they're 16-0. Miami had lost a couple, so Indiana was just rolling. They was finding their stride. So that's why I kind of went with Indiana because they was more like the hot team. They was just rolling teams at that moment, like they was firing on all cylinders. So yeah, but yeah, congratulations to them, man. And you never thought you'd say Indiana would win the natty, but hey,
Exactly.
man, things happen. So yeah, good. Congratulations to them guys.
Exactly, man. On our TikTok, before we get into the break it down, on our TikTok today, we had one guy who came in and he was saying, "Man, I thought y'all was SEC guys, man, and y'all saying Big Ten is king right now. Hey, Big Ten is king right now.
Yeah, but we
Listen,
have FCC guys,
and we
though.
are SEC. And that's what I told him. I said we are
Yeah,
SEC guys. We see Georgia, man. It's red and black. This Georgia behind me, Georgia on me, Georgia on King David. We are SEC, but as of right now, we have to give credit where credit is due.
yeah.
And the Big Ten has won, no matter how they won, but the Big Ten has won the last three: Michigan, Ohio State, not Indiana, and they won the national championship with three different teams. That's impressive. Let's
Oh,
just be
yeah.
let's give them credit. I gotta give them credit. That's impressive.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, as painful as it is, like I said, we are SEC guys, but yeah,
Yeah.
which we said it before on the show. If the Indiana won, that the Big Ten kind of running things, and we was like, yeah, if Indiana win, Big Ten is running it.
Yeah,
So
it pains me. It pains me to say it, King David. Hey, it pains me, man, because I'm looking at it from after Nick Saban retired. I'm like, Kirby finna run this thing. Kirby done got his butt put out the last two times, bro,
yeah, getting
against Notre Dame and now this year against Ole Miss, man. So on our show I did last week. I say Kirby need to take some notes. It just went out today. It just uploaded today, and I saw it again. That's what made me bring it up. Kirby need to take some notes from Kirk Cincinnati. Kirk Cincinnati had those guys ready to go.
yeah. Kirby getting ran through instead of running things. He getting ran through at
He
this moment.
ran through exactly,
So,
and so and that's why when I was talking to a guy today online on our TikTok page, and I was telling him I was like, and he of course he was a Georgia guy. He was like, man, that's the one he was saying. I thought y'all was Georgia. We are Georgia guys, but my thing is, Kirby didn't have that team ready to go. I don't know. I don't know what the problem was. I don't know if it's Mike Bobo. I don't know if it's Glenn Sherman. I don't know if it's a combination. All three of them, I think. But Kirby is the head coach. He has to have his team ready to go, which is as coaches and players. And right now, the SEC ain't ready to go. It should be his NCAA football to just run through right now. But we ain't. And Kirk Cincinnati, damn, my Big Ten is running things, bro. Go ahead, King David.
yeah, that's definitely true. I would like to see kind of how Indiana look going forward. We know they're gonna lose Mendoza, but I know they brought in a transfer guy already, from somewhere. Somewhere they brought in top 5 star, I think, transfer
Mhm.
quarterback. So yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see if Indiana can kind of keep it up. Though we seen them, like say, won this one. Can they continue to kind of be in that hunt?
Now that's what I don't know. You know what I mean? And Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be 100% with you on that. I think, my personal opinion, this is a Cinderella. Not that Kurt Snyder won't get back because he did say wherever he go, he win. And I looked it up, he do pretty much win wherever he go. And Mark Cuban said he gonna owe him his purse because Mark Cuban went to Indiana. He gonna owe his purse to put some in that NIL money. And we know Mark Cuban he's a billionaire, so he got it to spend. But I don't see Indiana back right now. But hell, at the beginning of the season, we didn't see Indiana right here at the beginning of this football season either. So you just never know.
Hey, money talks. So if you got the money, evidently he got a good system. He got a good staff around him with the OC, and DC. So if you got the money to back him, I don't see why not. I don't see why they couldn't be back. To be honest with you, because
The
he
way
can
they
get the
look,
talent with
yeah,
that money.
yeah, and that's how it is right now. Like we said, it's pay to play right now. And hey, I ain't mad at it. Hey, SEC got to open up these purse strings. You know what I mean? But getting to the overall game, man. Like we said, hats off to Indiana. Getting to the overall game, it was a very defensive game when I was watching from three. It was 3-0 at halftime, pretty much, or 10-0 at halftime. But it was Indiana had struck 3-0 for a minute, and they was going back and forth. And my wife was like, "Man, this game's super boring." I was like, "I love it because I love the defense." You know what I mean? And I was like, this game is playing right into IU's hand because we know Beck. We seen Beck in Georgia last 2 years, and then he played sparingly with Stetson Bennett was here. And every time the pressure was really on, I think Beck getting his own way. I think his confidence would hurt him. He think he become better than the system, and he tends to mess up. So, not saying that Beck is not a number one quarterback, a number one round quarterback, because I think he is, but I think Mendoza gonna go number one overall. And Beck had 232 yards yesterday to Mendoza 186 yards. So Beck had the stats, but when it came to the last drive, I just didn't see Beck winning the game. Me and my son was like, hey, Miami need to rely on that run game and that offensive line to keep pushing. That's the only way. Because as soon as Beck throw that thing, I knew that thing was gonna be over, bro. Eventually, somebody was gonna catch it.
Yeah, it was a well played game. Like I say, back and forth. Closer than I might have expected, but it's a championship game. So, but yeah, I knew Miami could cause some issues for Indiana with their front. They one of the better fronts out there. We say they one of the most complete teams. So yeah, it was definitely a back and forth defensive game early on, and of course some touchdowns occurred later on, and we seen Beck make some plays. We seen
He did.
Mendoza make some plays. So, but yeah, in the very end, when the pressure's on, when they had to score, he kind of it might have got to him. Like I say, all the pressure might have got to Carson Beck. Um,
Yeah, because that was it. That was the last drive, bro. It wasn't no at that point. This either you gonna win it or you gonna lose it. We got to go for it on fourth down. We got no more punt in us. We got to go. And then when I saw that play where Mendoza, it was like 4th and 5, and he ran for it, and he took a couple of licks.
yeah,
That kid wanted it, bro. What he
yeah,
was playing for yesterday, he was playing for his own, for his moms. He was playing for his dad. He laid it all out on the field for his team, and I'm sure a lot of NFL teams is looking at him and be like, "Hey, that's the type of quarterback we want." Now, when you go to the pros, them cats much faster, much stronger. They're gonna tee off on you. Hey, look at Jackson Dart. He was running around, and next thing you know, he's out for he was out for a little while. So So looking at that game, and then from the defense standpoint, bro, Miami had the better team. I just from what the game I was looking at, they had the better team. But man, it's hard to be the team that's determined, bro. It's freaking hard to be the team that's determined, and it's really hard to be the coach that refused to let his team lose. Sonetta was over there locked in from every first down to every touchdown. he was locked in, King David.
Yeah, it seemed like they might have had something to play for. Like I said, it was their first national championship, man. It was like the whole city, all their fans was backing them, and it's like this is it for us. So it seemed like they had something more to play for. Miami, they done won championships before, and probably gonna get back to them. Miami's a big program, so they can get the talent that Indiana might can get on a regular basis. So, but yeah, it looked like Indiana was just more hungry and they wanted and had something to fight for, man. And yeah, Mendoza he did lay it on the line, man. And that kid might be special. We know he going to Oakland. We know he the number one pick. We going
Yeah.
to the Raiders. Tom Brady and Davis, the Davis guy was at the game, so we know he's going there. So yeah, but yeah, it's a little different in NFL. But I think the kid can play, man. I think he might have something in him.
And another thing came out that he said he wanted to go to play. He wanted to play for Miami Hurricanes. He wanted to be a walk on. He was going to be a walk on. He didn't want the NIL. He didn't get a scholarship. He was willing to be a walk on because that's where he's from. He's from that area.
Yeah.
And so in Miami, pretty much told him thanks but no thanks. And be honest with you, that could be a chip. That could be an added chip, especially you playing a team that pretty much told you are not good enough to play here.
Right.
And so, hey, that was a little extra oomph, bro. Right there, just right there alone was probably a little oomph. Like, my people is here. I want to play here. You told me to kick rocks with open-toed shoes, so I'm going to beat you for the national championship.
Yeah, and no better way to prove your point, and which he did. So absolutely, I'm sure he carried that the entirety of his career.
Yeah, exactly. So with that said, man, like we said, like the thumbnail say, and we ain't gonna be here long today. We just want to do a recap because our shows is Thursday and Sunday, so we did a recap on this. But like we said, Big Ten right now is king. I know I got a lot of people be upset with us by saying that, but they are, man. Big Ten is king right now.
Yeah. Hard to disagree or deny it. Just look at this, like that championship. It's hard to deny it, bro.
Yeah. And they got the bigger market up there too. I was trying to see what make them, especially because when you think of the South, you think of the football, you think of tough nose in the trenches, the big cornbread fed guy. But they got a lot of the bigger markets. They got a lot of the corporate sponsorships up there. They got a lot of money. I didn't realize. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't realize how much money the northern teams or the Big Ten was generating. I just didn't know. You know what I mean? But now I'm looking more deeply after you to beat the SEC and the ACC and the Big 12 the last 3 years. And it pretty much it don't seem like we're gonna stop these cats anytime soon. I'm just being honest with you. Now anything can happen next year, but hell, that's next year. We don't know yet. But as of right now, Michigan, Ohio State, Indiana University, 3 different teams, 3 different years. Hey, hats off to the damn Big Ten, man. It hurts me to say it, man. We probably gonna lose a few followers, King David, but
we gotta speak facts, though. We gotta speak the facts, bro. And that's just what it is at this moment. SEC can come back and win 3, and we'll be like SEC back king.
Exactly.
So this is where it is right now.
But looking at our team, we're gonna talk about you, Jay. Since this NIL era the last 3 years, it really been booming the last 3 years. I understand Kirby want to do it the old way. And you get the players in, you don't have to pay like that because they want to come to Georgia because they love Georgia. But that ain't these young kids, bro. These young kids grew up with cell phones and Camaros, bro. They're Hellcats. They want something to drive, they want flash, and they want to get paid. You know what I mean? And so in order to really compete with what's going on in the Big Ten, SEC got to open that purse string and they got to open it big.
Yeah, absolutely. Until some rules changes or something. But yeah, it's the way we at right now. Like Kirby got to adjust. Hell, I don't want to pay this high inflation rate, but it's where it is right now. So we ain't got no choice. So he
It's
got to
market value.
adjust. He got to pay the players. That's just
Exactly.
where we at.
Hey, King David's like when you go to a restaurant and you sit down, they don't have no prices on the damn menu. They just have MP market price.
Right.
You were like, no, they're gonna work. They know they're gonna ring me, bro. I know they're
Right.
gonna get me, bro. And I understand how Kirby had broke it down toward the end of the season. He did when he did his presser. He was saying if you give a guy a check and he's not a player or a dog, he just got a check. You ain't got no value out of him. And I understand where he was coming from, but hey, if you don't give him a check, somebody else gonna give him a check, especially if you got the stats and the size and the speed and the strength to prove it out of high school.
Yeah, and it's a process. You vetting these cats and kind of seeing. You just ain't writing people checks. You kind of filling them out when you meeting them and bring them on campus and doing all that stuff to see how much they love the game and how hard they're gonna work possibly. But yeah, you just ain't gonna write checks to any and everybody. But yeah, it is what it is. Nope, you sound like a robot.